What time is— oh my god! I gotta turn this place on, like, right now! Alright, that's better. Now, where was— oh my god, thank you?! Before we get into things, welcome to Season 2. I actually built myself a room in this blue void. How things will work, I'll explain later on, but for now we need to get into our topic. Dopamine! Dopamine is that sensation in your brain where you have a chance of getting something big. You don't care how rare it is, how expensive it is, you just know that you want it and you have a chance to get it. This is what a lot of games like Pet Simulator do. They give you a chance of getting something good, and if you get it, then good job, you get some stuff. However, there have been some games popping up on Roblox which take this concept to the extreme. It all started around a month ago when a YouTuber named Sketch made a video on a game called Saul's RNG. And while yeah, the game's popularity had been growing since then, it had really started to pick up once this video was made. Eventually, the game peaked at over 100,000 players. Now, as they say, every good thing has a carbon copy, so that's what we're going to check out today. There are tons of these RNG games on Roblox nowadays, so we're going to check out a lot of them. Study their mechanics, see how they monetize, etc, etc. So strap in, because we're going to delve into the world of RNG games. Starting off, we have Saul's RNG, where it's time for me to explain the basics. Most of these games have two factors that affect your odds of getting things: the biome and the time of day. You'll generally have statuses for this kind of stuff on the screen somewhere. However, for a beginner like me, this doesn't really matter. Now, the main gimmick of Saul's RNG is that you roll for auras. The auras in question are particles that are around your body or whatever. The really rare ones have abilities, but there's no way in hell I'm getting any of them. I'd rather make an I hate this topic video. Now, you're probably wondering, what good do these auras have? Well, exactly what you think, to get better auras. Every RNG game has a crafting system. You put a certain amount of auras in, you get a glove out. Well, either a glove or some other luck manipulating device. The point is, these items give you luck. The more luck you have, the rarer the stuff you get. There can be other factors that manipulate luck too, like for example, you can do some obbies to get bonuses, there are luck potions you can find, etc, etc. Also, every 10 spins, or rolls as these games put it, you get double luck. There's also the ability to get an auto roll and a quick roll. How you get these is determined by the creator, in which it can either be for Robux, for a certain amount of rolls, or either one. Luckily in Saul's RNG, you automatically get auto roll. Also, to make you more excited, there are star animations, or really just animations in general. Whenever you get something rare, an animation plays, and good job, you got something. So, those are all of the basics of an RNG game. So let's see how other games build upon this. Anime Roulette just has a lot more Robux spending than Saul's RNG, except it's all based off anime stuff. Now, obviously, no anime would even dare to license an RNG game, so this is just unlicensed generic names and stuff. By the way, due to this genre being so new, a lot of the stuff in these games are gonna be unfinished. Now, the main difference between this game and Saul's RNG are the super rolls. Super rolls are obtainable via either codes or Robux. They cycle through all of the ones that you want before giving you absolute garbage. Why? Because it encourages you to spend more Robux, of course. Like, it's 2,500 Robux for 50 super spins, come on. No crafting in this one either, that's for a future update. Aura RNG actually has a unique mechanic to this. You can combine the auras you get. I was not exactly sure how to combine them, but you could, because I saw other people did combine them. Other than that, it's just a simplistic RNG game, but with quite a bit more monetization. One thing I noticed is that you can just straight up buy the rare auras. Like, what's the point of playing the game if you can just buy all of the rare auras with Robux? That just completely defeats the purpose of playing the game. Plus, they have that stupid, like, oh, buy this and then you get the next one thing with the luck boost. And even a $5 a month subscription. Like, come on. I mean, like, I know it's a new feature, but still. I mean, at least they know how to monetize it. Like, there are also other random things like upgrades, fishing, PvP with the abilities that you get, etc., etc. I don't know. This one just feels a bit scummier than the other ones. Now that we've looked at 3 of some of the most popular ones, I think we have enough information to determine the general theming of RNG games. That being just keep spinning until you get lucky. Now, I shouldn't have to say that this entire concept is just a premium payout farm. At least Pet Simulator makes it look cool so that you play more. With RNG games, it's literally text on a screen. However, we've barely scratched the surface of this new genre, so why don't we just take a look at more of them? RNG Legends feels more like a case opening game than an RNG game. You see, every rarity has a number. Depending on what number you get, that's your RNG value that you gain. Gain enough coins, which you get through getting RNG points, I guess, to rebirth, and get enough rebirths to ascend. It's very linear progression opposed to other RNG games where if you get lucky, you just win. At the very least, this game is unique enough to distinguish itself from the other RNG games, but it just feels a bit tedious, especially considering how you need 10,000 rolls in order to unlock auto roll. I mean, yeah, you could just use an auto clicker, but still. I can't really find anything unique about Studs RNG, other than I literally saw players open 1 roll per frame, which was pretty insane in my opinion. I'm not sure what kind of upgrades you had to buy in order to get that, but I do know that you can earn coins some way in which allow you to purchase upgrades. It doesn't feel bad, this just feels like an alternative Sol's RNG. Oh my god, they found the house! How did they find the house? Oh hi, Messirats, my not evil twin, how'd you get here?
Pet Simulator RNG.
Wait, what? Pet Simulator RNG! Yes, they combined pet opening into the RNG games. It's as bad as it sounds, or really as clever as it sounds. These so-called free-to-play upgrades can be purchased with Robux immediately, and you can buy different dice with Robux. Oh yeah, and a UGC store, because why not? There are different dice, different potions, and stuff. I would have thought that you would just craft pets with the auras, but instead, you craft auras with the pets. While I was testing out the game, however, I did something incredible.
Oh my god!
I had somehow managed to open a 1 in 5,000 roll. This was rarer than what the majority of players in my server had. And considering how every pet had an aura, this one looked really good. Obviously it wasn't like the greatest thing in the world, but I'm still pretty happy that I got this. With that being said, the game is still like really pay to win and stuff, either premium payouts or just straight up spending Robux. I mean, they gotta do what they gotta do for monetization. It's not like you need to get this kind of pet for the hunt or something. There's nothing really that much to say about Flex Your RNG. It just seems to be like a clone of Sol's RNG pretending to be its own thing. That's the thing with these kinds of games that ride trends. It's just, they pretend to be their own thing in order to gain a larger audience. Because, like, if you say then it's inspired by one game, you're obviously gonna have people who want to try the original and are gonna find that it's better. Am I saying that this developer did that? No, but it's a possibility. Anime RNG is basically the exact same as the last one, being just a generic RNG game, except again, with unlicensed anime characters. Yay, my favorite. I mean, the GUIs are cool, and it changes your clothes depending on your aura, but I mean, besides that, there's nothing really for me to talk. Has this like enchantment feature where it's basically upgrades, except you can buy different spells and stuff. I assume it's random, however I haven't tried it. Also, you can just purchase enchantments, I guess. Besides that and the upgrade system, it just feels like another RNG game where you can buy luck boosts and stuff. Aku's RNG just seems like another generic in-development one. However, 4 rolls in, something amazing happened. Yeah, not as good a pull as in Rift RNG, however, 1 in 1,000 was still pretty good. But that begs the question, what's the point? Is the entire point of spending hours, days, weeks, months on these kinds of games just for the dopamine rush? Just for the slight chance you get something? Because that seems to be all we've talked about so far. At least with simulators you get useful stuff in game, but like this is just pointless. Well, we still have a few more games to talk about, so I guess let's just get those done. Card RNG is unique because you don't just draw for one thing, you draw for 4 things. Auras, abilities, emotes, and stats. Not gonna lie, having a 1 in 100 chance for 10 jumps is pretty good. 10 jumps isn't double jumps. Then again, stats and abilities are pretty pointless if you're just going to use the emotes and the auras. Plus, you can't even use the boosts for obbies. I feel like this is in the right direction, but it's just not there yet in my opinion. There's nothing much in Hade's RNG other than the fact that I guess they're presuming to be a creator of some of the auras for Saul's RNG. I mean, like, I'm not sure how true this is, but if so, then cool, I guess. Good for you. And finally, we have Kraken's RNG, which is the exact same thing we've seen before. I'm starting to notice a pattern here. Also, the game just leaks the names of the super rare ones to you as you're rolling. Like, come on, man, at least increase intensity by just showing you the rare ones only when you actually get it in the preview poll. Or like whatever you call it. Either way, though, I think we've seen enough here. These games claim to be gambling at its core, where the only thing you're gambling is your own time. And on Roblox, with premium payouts, time is money. The particle effects don't matter. Nothing in the game matters if it's just gonna die off soon. That is, if the game dies off at all because of how promoted it is. The Roblox algorithm favors these kinds of games. Games that can attract players for a long amount of time. The games that we've looked at so far are the laziest form of dopamine I can imagine. It is literally push a button and pray. And yet somehow, some way, people are attracted to it like flies. This obviously isn't the worst thing on Roblox. There are much, much worse things than this. But for now though, I think it's safe to say that this is one of the worst trend genres on Roblox. I mean, at least it isn't those sus games. Oh my god, I'd vomit just talking about them. I did get lucky in these games, but it didn't matter. Moral of the story, don't gamble, even if it's for your time. Either way, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all
I'm still here.